Hi, and welcome back to me talking about whatever I want. Today, I want to talk about Saturday Night Live, Elon Musk, and why it was all a mistake. I want to go back. Please help. You know what? We're going to watch it, and you're going to see what I mean. So on the one hand, we have Elon Musk, popular billionaire and borderline Twitter cult leader. And on the other, we have Saturday Night Live, an American television comedy show that is now in its 46th season and has approximately one good episode every 10 years. But of course, I'd like to get into today's comment shout out. Today's comment is actually from me. Hi, I'm commenting. At the end of this video, I'm gonna give like a little update about where I've been, but that's not why we're here today. We are here, of course, to listen to me do an ad read for ExpressVPN. Today's video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. So the internet's full of really weird people. I mean, like me, but really weird people who want to do weird things because you're online. So it's fitting that ExpressVPN can encrypt your data, which is a much smarter way of being online in the first place. Encrypting your data so that hackers and your ISP can't see it is a must, but ExpressVPN also has features for more fun pursuits, like watching things. Watching things like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Crazy Rich Asians, Modern Family, Rick and Morty, Studio Ghibli films, all of which are actually on Netflix if you use ExpressVPN to change your location with one click. You can get 3 months for free. There's a reason it's TechRadar, CNET's, The Verge's top-rated VPN. So follow the link in the description to get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free today. All right, so today I'm just going to be reacting to the actual skits from the show. There were a couple of musical performances, and Elon Musk actually gave a monologue in the beginning, but that's not really why I'm here. Like, as for my opinion on Elon Musk, what's not to like? The fact that a man who named his child after a keyboard smash complained about respecting trans people's pronouns because it's not grammatically pleasing. The way the only thing growing as fast as his wealth are the workplace safety violations that are landing his employees in the hospital. The absolute misuse of his biggest platform, Twitter, from everything from spreading misinformation about COVID-19 to publicly calling someone a pedo even though he knew it wasn't true, to making misleading tweets about his company according to the SEC and having to pay millions of dollars in fines because of that. But he's such a good businessman. Like, he's such a good businessman. Like, he's literally such a good businessman. Anyway, all of that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What's not to like about Elon Musk is the fact that none of the memes he posts on Twitter are funny to me personally, and therefore that's the only reason I have for disliking him, of course. So I guess the first skit we have right here is called Wario. Just so you know, I would usually do videos like this on stream, twitch.tv/D'Angelo, where you should go follow me because I'm going to be live tomorrow, kind of doing this exact same thing. I don't want you to miss it. I have a cosplay and we're going to be talking about Gen Z versus millennials, and it's a lot. But yeah, SNL is so happy to copyright strike everything that I'm just doing it in a controlled environment. All right, so in this skit, Wario, the context for this skit is that Mario has been killed, and so they're in court. But instead of exploring the many ways that could be funny, the entire skit's more so just like, they have really weird accents.
Someone throw a banana peel at a Mario. His car is spin out. He wiped out all over the pavement. I hear a noise, I like.
Can Nintendo, like, sue them? That's really harsh, actually. I don't want that to happen. But if it did, I wouldn't feel bad. So next we have Elon Musk. And I guess the gag here is that he's playing
Wario.
This is just coming across to me as cultural appropriation. Gaming culture.
Many have put forward today that you are evil.
No, I am not the evil. I just misunderstood.
Ooh, that was subtle. So as you can see, we've launched right into a Elon Musk apologia session.
People are so mean online.
Does this include me? Am I one of the many people being mean to a billionaire online? I'm so sorry. So even though this is like a really thinly veiled allegory for Elon Musk, they do keep it within the realm of Mario. So to prove that people are being mean online, they start reading off Wario's wiki page on an SNL episode.
He eats a lot of garlic, his favorite food. Wow, racist much?
Did that joke seem a little weird to anyone else? I don't know about that. I get where they're going with this.
My client is unfairly painted as a villain. Listen to his theme song.
Okay, wait, now if I let this play, I'm gonna get sued by Nintendo. Anyway, I guess they kind of realized that this skit is literally so stale that they just veer off from the Italians are unfairly treated and Italians a metaphor for billionaires thing, because that was not working. And instead they go with
Luigi was sleeping with Princess Peach, Mario's wife.
You and I, we never sleep together.
I never touch him under the overalls.
what? And then if that wasn't enough, trust me, it was enough. It was too much. But as if that wasn't the case, they start getting really graphic.
Hey, Luigi, my faucet's dripping. I need a plumber who can really lay some pipe.
Maybe it's just time to move on to the next skit. So this next one is called Murder Dirter. But then it just turned out to be accents are funny again.
I don't know, we know. All I know is what we don't know.
With a very specific accent.
Like, again? Was it? It wasn't funny the first time, just so we're clear.
Is it my daughter?
And when she's murdered,
They murdered my daughter?
I'm afraid so.
If you think I'm kidding when I say that, the only joke in this entire skit was that their accents are funny.
My daughter had a baby daughter and they murdered her!
Murder Dirter, an extremely Pennsylvania crime show.
So from my point of view, that was it, right? Like they rolled the title screen and then they had several scenes after that.
I didn't murder no one's daughter. I got no idea how she ended up in the water.
What wooder?
And then just when I thought I escaped him, of course we have Elon Musk.
I'm Father Dover. Your daughter and I were friends.
Oh, okay, so he did it. He is the dirter murderer.
Yeah. You got me.
That was kind of funny, I'm not even gonna lie.
Murder Dirter. This is where Joe Biden's from. Wow.
I'm not one of those people who thinks everything's becoming needlessly political. We live in a society and therefore we are subject to policy. So politics are not really something that can be avoided. That being said, they literally just made this political for no reason. Like, what does this have to do with Joe Biden? So this next one is called Chad on Mars, which I don't know. That's kind of a funny title. Maybe things are looking up. We'll see.
There's a backup O2 circulator outside the habitat. One of them just needs to turn it on.
So in this one, Elon Musk is LARPing as a Mars colonizer. And like, doesn't he just do that in real life?
This is Elon Musk. Who? Elon Musk. I'm in charge of the whole Mars colonization project.
So we have Chad, who is this astronaut being played by Pete Davidson. I do think Pete Davidson is funny, and I did find this sketch pretty funny.
The baby is yours. You're gonna be a father, Chad.
No, thank you.
You know what I think the difference is? Like, Pete Davidson is actually an actor and a comedian, and Miley Cyrus is actually an actress and very funny. So maybe that's why this is a much more tolerable skit than the previous couple that we watched. In fact, the ending actually caught me so off guard. So like, as the show progresses, Chad saves everyone by pressing literally one button.
Oxygen levels restored.
O2 levels are climbing. He did it!
Couldn't someone have done that remotely? But that's okay. That's okay. That's not what this is about. So at the end, Elon Musk is like, congratulations, Chad, you saved humanity. And we're going to show you live on TV.
I want the world to see the man who gave everything to ensure that humanity's future will be among the stars.
Okay.
No, don't take your helmet off.
Oh, damn!
Well, I did say people were gonna die.
Yeah, that was a good skit. Sorry. I found that very funny. We've got 1 out of 3 so far. So just when I was like, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe SNL does have funny skits here and there, they literally go right back to the haha accents are funny.
I'm Uli, and this is my Saga beer.
So in this skit, which is called Uli Show, we have this main character, Uli, who is a TV show host, and I'm gonna be real with you, I don't even know what the main point of this skit is.
Iceland's #1 comedy duo is here, Thorbo and Greta. Hilarious.
Literally me when I'm watching SNL. So of course, we gotta throw Elon Musk into this skit somewhere. So he plays the producer.
I just can't hold it any longer, Uli. I'm in love with you. Please, will you be my girlfriend?
Ragnarok, you're so silly. But no,
I like to imagine that in an alternate universe, that's how Grimes answered. And then I would feel a lot better about her taking up like 20 of the top 50 spots in my 2020 Spotify Wrapped playlists.
So, what is this? People really watch this show, or?
Literally me when I watch SNL. See how I just used a joke that I also used a couple minutes ago, and it was less funny this time? I'm learning. I'm on YouTube right now, but with all this comedy that I'm absorbing, I might be on television next time you see me.
Time for a quick hat. Is my hat funny?
Yes!
So, like, this is where things just start getting really weird to me, because what adult is going to think that's funny? Like, SNL is not a kid's show. If it was, I really wouldn't be criticizing it like this. I think that would be quite silly. But the dude's head exploded in the skit before this, so it's safe to say this is not intended for children. Even though I cut it out, they did show it. So what is with the absolute elementary school level humor? I was gonna say middle school, but I really think most middle school age kids are just gonna look at you like you are idiotic if you put on a silly hat and try to make them laugh with it. So once again, they do not know where they were going with this entire skit, so they change direction at the end, and it just turns into a impression of Bjork, which was incredible.
Oh, little tiny bird with a giant heart.
That was funny. I say that as a Bjork fan, like a big enough Bjork fan to know the exact performance that they were parodying with that specific clip. That being said, I will tolerate no Bjork slander, and for that, SNL must be destroyed. So for the next skit, this one's called Cowboy Standoff. The premise here is that they're cowboys. But of course, before we get into that, we have to start with the accents, right? It wouldn't be an SNL skit if someone wasn't talking really stupidly.
Well, they's always holed up in them foothills outside of Santa Fe. I reckon we go give them a taste of their own medicine.
Something about that doesn't sit right with me because he's the only one in this entire skit that sounds like that. But we don't have time to get into that. Well, no, we do. I have all the time in the world. I just don't have the energy.
We could tunnel down into the earth and come up underneath them.
Oh my God, there goes the genius talking about tunnels.
So now we're getting way too specific, in my opinion, with the Elon Musk thing. Like, subtlety has been thrown out the window.
Why are you always saying stuff like that, Leron? Just be normal. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel.
So I actually thought they were dunking on Elon Musk for a second, which hey, I'm down for. It's still not funny, but that's okay. They almost made the "is he smarter than other people or was he born into wealth" joke.
I don't know, guys. Leron sounds pretty rich. I mean, smart. I think maybe I should spend some time with him upstairs. So you guys track down that game?
Grimes. But I guess since they were technically criticizing Elon Musk, and he was right there, they had to pivot. So they decided to write off his misinformation about COVID in the absolute laziest way possible.
It's not like Leron's always right about everything.
Yeah, what about that time we robbed a bank and he refused to wear a mask?
Okay, for a while, I thought masks were dumb. But now I admit, masks make sense.
Weak. Anyway, after this, they break out into a song about a character that wasn't even really in the skit. And I wish I was kidding. Did I mention this is a comedy show and it's been on for 46 years? I am so sorry. That being said, there's still 2 left and I did save the worst ones for last. So this next one is called Post-Quarantine Conversation. And I guess the joke here is like, it's so weird talking to people that you haven't seen throughout all of quarantine.
Who the hell is this woman? Is she like my wife's friend, or do our kids go to school together?
But like, this joke doesn't work because quarantine was 1 year long. It was less than a year in other places. It wasn't long enough to the point where you would just forget who people were. And if they just made the joke once, I guess I could let that pass, but that was the premise of this entire thing.
I will get on a plane with you right now.
Is she my cousin? I feel like I'm flirting with someone that might be my cousin.
It's not been 10 years. This just makes no sense at all. Elon Musk's character in this is just a jerk, I guess. I really didn't understand this part.
The second dose knocked me out for about 24 hours.
Wow, that sounds like a unique experience you should tell everyone about. Oh, I said that out loud. Quick laugh so she thinks you were kidding.
I'll f***ing kill you.
Like, where's the funny? I don't see it. Maybe I just need new glasses. I do need new glasses, unironically. I'm having to squint so hard to see my notes right now.
What are you doing?
What?
You're my cousin.
What? Oh, no, I totally forgot. Almost got away with it.
Well, it's time to go. So the final one I saved, I think, is probably the one a lot of you may have been most excited to see me react to. It's called
Gen Z Hospital.
Now, if you've seen clips of this floating around, I just want you to know, watching the full thing is so much drier than the clips. The premise here is that we have a group of Gen Z people and one of their moms is in the hospital, but everyone there talks like a Gen Z kid person. I don't know. I'm Gen Z. I'm not a kid. I don't know how these things work.
Bruh, seriously?
I'm so pressed right now, bro.
Don't be pressed. The doctor will be in shortly, bro. Dead ass.
What I do know is that nobody talks like that. And I was trying to figure out why this was just coming across so weird to me. And then it dawned on me after a few more seconds.
Yo, if this doctor keeps leaving us on red, he's gonna catch hands on gang.
I was like, oh, this is just making fun of black people without realizing it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. There are a lot of things that Gen Z kids do say that are used in the skit, like bruh and no cap, but like on gang is clearly lifted directly from African American vernacular English, right? That's not just me overreacting. So now we have Elon Musk, and of course he has to do the bit as well.
So, Bestie's gonna be okay, right?
I'm sorry, but at this particular time, that's looking like cap.
The thing about this though is like Elon Musk talks like this already unironically on Twitter to appeal to his Reddit bro fan base. So this is coming across more so as self-parody than anything, but that's okay. That's fine.
You know the vibes. But I promise, if anything changes, I'll pull up.
I didn't edit that, by the way. Like what you just watched, the part where he said a joke and nobody laughed.
You know the vibes. But I promise.
That has to have hurt. So we get like even deeper into the we're pretending like we're making fun of Gen Z, but we're actually just mocking the way some black people talk thing.
Yo, millions of people flip they Hellcat on live every day, cuh.
They flip they Hellcat, cuh? This is weird. SNL, where were you going with this exactly? Who wrote this? So anyway, the mom dies.
You already cremated her?
No, this is empty.
This just looks way better for the gram than a dead body.
That urn is really iconic.
Fire.
This is the one funny concept in this entire skit. A supreme urn. Like, sure, great grandma may have taken an L by like dying or whatever, but her drip is now eternal. She's on that supreme wave. So they do like this remembrance ceremony at the end.
It's the unconditional support and being a great mom for me. It's the having 200,000 followers for me.
She only had 200,000. And yeah, pose for a TikTok with mom's ashes. Punchline. So I was gonna wrap this up by doing like a tier list where we rank which one was funny. No, let me help you out here. Elon Musk, stick to Twitter and business. Don't ever appear on television ever again. SNL, write a skit where you pretend like you're going to cancel the show, and then don't write any more skits after that, basically, is what I'm asking you to do. Miley Cyrus was funny though, as was Pete Davidson. And you know, it's like the comedians on the show, they're trapped. Save them. They need help. And that's on gang, huh? Anyway, I'll be here all week, folks, at 2 p.m. Central Time. If it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that means I'm uploading a new video here. If it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, that means I'm going live over on Twitch. So basically what I'm saying is I'll see you tomorrow. Unless, of course, tomorrow is Sunday, in which case, just watch this video again. Okay, bye. So, of course, that's not the actual end of the video. I did say at the end I was going to have this little update about where I was and what's going on. I just want you to know that I have a rule that I have never broken, which I'm very proud of. I don't record videos when I'm not in the right headspace for it. Now, the right headspace can just mean a lot of things, but ultimately it's not good content if I'm forcing myself to create a video, even though I'm also having a really hard time in the background because of other things. unfortunately, just due to things outside of my control, I've been having a really hard time mentally because of a lot of things that are going on and just because of mental health struggles that I've had. So it does make me kind of sad that there have been more days without content than with content. That being said, though, the specific reason I don't break my rule is because it's more important to me that good videos are going up than just videos going up all the time. But you can tell I just don't care about them because I can't even care about myself that day, if that makes sense. I've had to cancel brand deals in the past. I've had to scrap entire video topics. I've had to do a lot just to make sure that I was never pressing upload on something where my mind was just not there because I was really going through it. So I'm happy to say this is not one of those videos. I was good to record this, but even now, me sitting here and talking about my mental health is bothering me a lot. So I really do just want to keep it short and sweet and say, even though I do my outro and I say I'm always here 6 days a week, if you happen to not see me, it's not just because, I don't know, I'm running off or I don't care about the channel. It's really just because I'm doing everything I can mentally to bring myself back to a place where I can upload a video that I feel good about. One thing that has helped me positively is just choosing not to talk about certain topics. This includes huge ones like David Dobrik and James Charles. I know a lot of people thought I would have videos coming out about them, and so did I. I did think I was going to make videos about them. But halfway through that, when I was just sinking like further and further into a hole, I realized me forcing myself not to feel things just so that I can get a good video out is not healthy, and it was actually worsening my mental health. Bottom line, sure, I feel a certain way about James and David Dobrik as a YouTuber. Me being a YouTuber, I have an opinion on them, but I'm also just a person. And as a person, I just think they're disgusting. And as a person, I made the choice not to focus so hard for so much time on things or people that I just consider to be absolutely disgusting, because that's not good for anyone's mental. So no, there will never be a video about any topic that is bothering me too much for me to feel invested in it, if that makes sense. That does not mean that the topics are not serious. That doesn't mean I think it's more or less serious than things I've covered in the past. I've just really been making myself take better care of myself. So that's what I wanted to say about that. That being said, though, I really do look forward to being better for longer someday, and I can't wait for you to see that reflected in my content. So thank you for watching.